Oh, my creatures would get bigger. Played off the top and trigger if I could only gain some life. Alright, what's up my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. And it's not too often we get a brand new format to play. But today's the day, and it's actually, the time frame is insane. Wizards of the Coast announced this like 2 weeks ago. And here we are already playing it, the Alchemy format. So what's the Alchemy format? Alchemy is going to be a online-only format on Arena that runs in parallel with Standard, meaning that it's going to use the same sets as Standard, with two differences. One, they're releasing small supplemental sets for each set on Arena with digital-only mechanics, like you're looking at right now. And two, they're going to rebalance the cards in Standard that are either too good or too bad, making it more in line with the digital experience. And I think Alchemy is really, really sweet for a lot of reasons. It's kind of for some weak reasons as well. My article last Friday on CoolStuffInc.com broke all of that down. My thoughts on the entire format, both the good and the bad. If you want to know more about it, read that article on CoolStuffInc.com for sure. But now we got some new cards to play. And a pretty sweet looking brew here that I brewed up for my 5 new brews last Friday. This is an updated version of that deck based around Wickerwing Effigy. 3 mana for a 1/4. And it says you can look at the top card of your library and you can cast it if it's a creature. That's sweet, obviously. Very, very powerful. But whatever creatures you cast, they're 1/1 black flying birds instead of their normal size. So if you cast a, old growth troll, it would be a 1/1 flyer for instead of a 4/4. So we're abusing that because the effect's already powerful. That's still a pretty powerful effect. We're abusing that with a life gain strategy that has a bunch of creatures that are all small anyway. So if you take a Hallowed Priest, right, sort of a Johnny's Pride Mate light, and if we cast this off the top of our deck with the Effigy, it's actually an upside, not a downside, because we get a 1/1 flying creature that gets a +1/+1 counter whenever you gain life. So same with Voice to Bless, it'll be a 1/1 instead of a 2/2. A card like Lunarch Veteran, now it just has flying, it's already a 1/1. Moon Dancer, Innkeeper's already a 1/1. So you get the idea. So almost every card in our deck is either getting a very, very slight downgrade or an upgrade from the Effigy. And we have a life gain deck here built around that. Of course, we've seen these cards before. Voice to Bless, a new card from Crimson Vow, and if you can its counter on it. Moon Dancer, same thing. And Moon Dancer provides a really awesome synergy with the Effigy with each scry. So if I have a veteran in play to gain life or an Innkeeper, a Moon Dancer in play, every time I play a creature, I get to gain a life, put a counter on Moon Dancer, and scry, and I can scry a non-creature to the bottom with Effigy in play, put another creature on top, play it, gain a life, scry, etc. So it's a really, really cool engine. So Effigy is just bonkers in this deck. And the problem that these decks usually have is that they have this really powerful synergy engine, but if your opponent starts killing things and breaking it apart, all your cards suck because you're playing Traveling Minister and Constructed. But between Effigy, another new card in Inquisitor Captain, sort of like Bloodbraid Elf, 3/3 for 4 comes into play. You basically pseudo cascade, you can read the card, into a 3-drop. Very powerful card. Welcoming Vampire, way to draw cards as well. So this deck has that sort of synergy powerful early game where we can attack for 15 damage on turn 3 or 4, with also having the grind of these card draw elements. And of course Thalia is great too, the whole deck's creatures. So we got a Forsaken Crossroads here, a pretty cool land as well, and we're on the draw. We want the fixing anyway. Sideboard's got a bunch of creatures in it: Elite Spellbinder, Skyclave Apparition, Brutal Cathar, Reidane, etc., to go along with the theme. And this deck's been really, really cool for me so far. It's been super, super awesome, and I'm pumped to play it for y'all. But first, we've word from our sponsor at CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, round 1. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. Gain some life. Take some names on the play. And hand's fine. Hand's fine. So this land on the play, it's a scry land. And on the draw, it comes in untapped, which is freaking awesome. Or it can scry too. So we keep this. No 1-drop, but we have Innkeeper to gain life. We got Moon Dancer. We're going to go Crossroads on 1 and scry and play it on white. And bottom that. And we can go Thalia on 2 and then Innkeeper Moon Dancer on 3, which is pretty sweet. Innkeeper, Moondancer. Yeah, Forest Miner. Let's play Forest, play Thalia. Hall of Storm Giants. The blue decks are a little tough because they have a lot of bounce spells, which are obviously very good against our Moondancer effects. But we have Thalia. We have a lot of taxing effects too. So a lot of cool new blue cards too. And Alchemy are very, very powerful cost reduction cards. I really do love the digital mechanics. I know people are a little pearl clutchy about it. You know, oh no, this is Hearthstone now or whatever. But all the effects are really, really cool, and I really enjoy them using the platform and exploring options that were not there previously is super, super cool. Economy is pretty rough. Again, I cover all that in the article on CoolStuffInc.com. Go read it from Friday. I cover the pretty big downsides of the economy, but the upsides as well. So we're going to go Innkeeper into Moondancer here. So we get, of course, a little Soul Warden effect, a little extra value. We get a Scry, put a land at the bottom. And excellent start for us here. No one drop, but excellent start otherwise. Frost Boil Snarl. Saying go. So we draw a Wickerwing. I guess we're just going to play it. I mean, Crossroads comes in tapped anyway. Yeah, we'll just play it. It's obviously one of our more important cards, but I think we want to just beat down here. Pump the Moondancer up. Resolve, so they could have like Force Spike or something, but top card's a land. So we're gonna scry out land at the bottom. And we see the synergy here between the Moondancer and the Effigy. Another Effigy on top. That's fine. We're gonna attack. Question is, do we keep the Effigy on top or not? I think we do. I think we do. Play this tapped. Can give ourselves another white source here. Our deck's mostly white. We're going to leave the Effigy on top in case they have a Wrath effect or kill it or something. Prismari Command's very good against us. Of course, they can't cast it yet, but Cycle Magma Opus. Playing Historic now, or are we playing some Alchemy? Stormstar of Coast, sure. I'm just saying go. So top card's Voice of the Blessed, and it's time to start popping off. So we're going to cast our Voice of the Blessed. It's going to come into play as a bat, but it's going to be a flying Voice of the Blessed. Trigger, gain life. You have a veteran here too. Definitely can see getting Divide by Zeroed on the Moondancer. I think that's a reasonably likely outcome, but we're doing other stuff too. So play veteran off the top. Love it. Triggers. 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 Scribus Takedown to the bottom. Top card's another Voice of the Blessed. Sure. So combat, attack. We're going to see a Divide by Zero on our Moondancer. So right off the bat, you know, it's all coming up Millhouse here. You can see how the Effigy is so good with the... They had Prismari Command. Wow, okay. How good Effigy is with our Moondancer. And so we've got, you know, these extra creatures. Both these are free. These are basically were just free cards. Like, you know, draw card, draw card. And we can see the life gain synergy going on. We can see the +1 counter synergy going on. The Scry synergy going on. And... a good-looking game for our first game. We're going to stop there. Video's over. Thanks so much. My name is Jim Davis. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. 100% win percentage. Deck's broken. See y'all later. You're all great. I'm kidding. All right, so Iteration Prismari Command. We're going to want Thalia, the Spellbinders. We're going to cut the Skyclaves. We're going to shave down the Hallowed Priest action a little bit because we don't want to get bounce spelled. Prismari Command, unfortunately, is really good against us. Not a card that sees it's on a play, but we're bringing our Snakeskin Veils also. So let's shave down a Minister and a Priest. And I don't think I want Reidane. I'm not sure what they're doing yet. Like, we want Stance if they're dragons and Reidane if they're, like, big spell Epiphany stuff. We don't really know what's happening yet, so we're going to take out the Hallowed Priest, I think. They're going to have a lot of bounce spells in their deck, so we're not going to lean too hard on our Giant's Pride effects. We're just going to have 7 of them. And then we have leaning a little more on Spellbinder, Thalia, just a little more normal beatdowns here, I think. You know, the more removal have, the less good our synergy is. So let's cut down the synergy a little bit, just focus a little more on the good cards and just grinding while also taxing them. A little awkward with the farmland, obviously, but we're going to keep. If we don't draw a land, we're going to have to play this farmland on turn 1. We drew a land. All right, so... It's unfortunately another farmland. No. All right, so we're just going to play farmlands after, just so you go. We can go Thalia on 2 and then Minister Voice on 3. So Geist Channeler. So there have been a lot of these decks. Geist Channeler reduces the cost of a spell in your hand. And there's this really busted card that costs 6. It seeks 3 cards, or three non-land cards. It means it draws 3 non-land cards and makes them all cost 1 less, which is very powerful. Drew of a land, of course, but... And unfortunately, the big thing about this card is it blocks Thalia. Being a 1/3 is pretty good. It's a pretty high variance card, but we're still going to Thalia here, so pretty annoying how effective this card is against Thalia. Because Thalia is obviously very, very good against the cards that this card likes to play with, but this card pretty good against Thalia. So we're going to draw a land. Now you have the option to go Innkeeper into Voice the Blessed. We could play Welcoming Vampire, but I think I'd rather do it next turn. Next turn is Welcoming Vampire plus Minister. So plotting out our turns here. We're going to go Innkeeper. Or try to go Innkeeper. We're going to go Voice the Blessed. Might get, like, Jawari Disruption here, but whatever. Nope, resolves. So trigger, gain a life. Pop the Voice, cool. Opponent is going to do something, maybe? Gonna end step Spike Field House with Thalia. Sure. Some more Thalia where that came from, of course. And Fading Hope. Alright, it's a pretty good turn for them. So next turn we just have Voice plus Thalia. If they have the 6 mana card and it costs 4, we're probably in trouble. Yeah, they probably do. Another land. Alright, so we're going to go Voice into Thalia for maximum triggers. Yeah, I think we're in trouble. I think they have the draw card. And it's just so good. Yeah, there it is. So, this is the card. Discover the Formula. Again, seek three non-lands, and then all the non-lands in your hand cost 1 less. So, it costs 6, which is a ton, but if this card costs 4 because of Geist Channeler, it's actually absurd. So they now have a full new hand of all spells, and they all cost 1 less. So, powerful cards in concert. Geist Channeler, not amazing without the Discover the Formula, but they're going to shock in a Shadow Skull Smashing and cast Burn Down the House. Alright, so pretty good start for them, but we're going to try and battle through if we can. Play Vampire, play Minister, draw a card. Draw another land. Sure. I mean, now we have Effigy and land, so that works as well. You can see the Perpetual mechanic here. Perpetual actually alters the card, which is pretty insane. Very good with Leer. These decks often play Leer. Alright, so we're going to play our Effigy. Our top card is a Voice to Bless, but we're going to draw it. And our top card's a land. That kind of sucks. Alright, so play... Do I want to hold this takedown? I think I do. Play this. Play Voice. Ready to get rocked by another burn down the house here, if that's going to be the case, but... We will scoop to another burn down the house. Alright, attack. We're going to discard the Formula again. Oh my god. This card might be too good. But the cool thing about this format is, if it's too good, they can just change it. Yeah, burn down the house again. Gross. You know, the fact that this is a living format, they're going to be, you know, buffing cards, nerfing cards, treating this format much like you would treat any online game. You know, in StarCraft, if the battle cursor's too good, they'll tone it down a notch. They'll make it have 10 less HP, or they'll make it build a little slower or whatever. And they're constantly balancing games, like all games, you know, Smash Brothers or StarCraft or whatever, you know, Valorant, I don't know. And the fact that Magic can do that now is pretty awesome. So, Scry, this game, I'm sick of seeing this game's over. They have 8 cards in their hand and we have nothing, so they got us there. Double burn down the house is pretty good. Double burn down the house is pretty good. They also had that draw of Channeler into Discover is like broken, like actually broken. So hopefully they won't have those 2 cards in concert again. Now we know they're playing more big spells. We're gonna play the Reidanes, so bring those in, and I think we're gonna shave. What are we gonna shave? We're gonna play. If I cut the Minister, then we're like actually pretty light on life gain effects. They're pretty good at like stopping my creatures though. I'll cut the Ministers. They have so much removal that they're pretty good at, like, dealing with my crappy little things, so... Just try and be a little more disruptive, I think. We're on the play now, too, so we have 4 Thalia, 2 Reidane, 4 Spellbinder on the play. Alongside our usual clock. Didn't open up my thingy here. On the play. Sure. So we have a pretty good hand. Thalia again. Lives on white. Scry a Veteran to the top. So now you can go turn 1, turn 2 Thalia, turn 3 Veteran plus Dancer. Alright. They also eroded the Snarls to come in tapped. Untapped. Misheard my joke. Alright, so we're going to go white. Green is fun. Play Thalia. Nice Spike Field Hazard you got there. Next turn is Veteran plus Moon Dancer. Smoldering Egg. Interesting. Alright. Sure. That's kind of annoying. Didn't really see that one coming. This seemed a little more spelly. Gain a life. Trigger the Moon Dancer. Bottom the Moon Dancer. Already got enough of those. I probably should have attacked first, but they would have blocked for sure. There's no pump spells in our deck. They know that. Alright. Smoldering Egg's pretty good. We have no answers to it except for our 2 spell lands. We draw another land. Yeah, just fire up the old looking vampire, I guess. I can see us getting unsummoned here, but if that's the case, then so be it. Sure. Didn't really have a play around that, honestly. They get to scry. Unfortunately, the card Fading Hope is really, really good against this deck, which is unfortunate, obviously, but... Also amusing that they paid 2 for the Fading Hope because of Thalia, so they got an extra counter on Smoldering Egg, which is kind of a humorous side effect. Yeah, I don't know if it was right to bring a Valorous Stance or not. I don't think so. Geist Channeler again. Alright. And we draw an Effigy. Okay. I mean, I'm just going to pop off here. So play this, gain some life, scry, draw a card. Scry a Thalia to the bottom. Draw a Vampire. It's a land. If they have burned down the house here, it's going to suck, but whatever. Scry that to the bottom. Top card's Effigy. Awesome. Alright, so let me attack with our Vampire. Again, the freaking Geist Channeler holding back Thalia is really annoying, but... Cost reduction things are very dangerous. They have burn on the house, sure. Alright, so burn on the house, we have to rebuild here. And we're going to rebuild by playing the Effigy first. Top card is a Spellbinder. Love it. And their hand is, holy god, really, really good. Alright, that's a really, really good hand, unfortunately. I think we just have to take burn down the house. They have 17. They have removals. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll take burn on the house. Alright. It's going to be a challenging game here. So, all bounce spells and Wrath of Gods. Pretty good against our all-creature deck. Top card, Spellbinder again. Alright, let's go. Spellbind me. They gonna kill my thing now? They should have killed it on my turn. They were too greedy not to, them. Sure, so gonna blast that. Spellbind their, I think the Iteration, honestly. Take Iteration. Now we have a Snakeskin Veil, too, which is kind of sweet. So it's time for 1. Play Moon Dancer. Over Voice the Blessed? Yeah, I think so. Once they go. Iteration helps them draw lands, and I want them to not draw up to 7 lands, so... Four mana Iteration. Found a land. Alright, so now you need to fear burn down the house next turn, which is really tough for us, but... Alright, attack. Can you stop? I don't care. Jesus. Alright, 12. I think we just say go. We can't risk getting totally wrathed. We have Snakeskin Veil, so if they play Burn Down the House here, we get to go Veteran Voice, have Snakeskin Veil up for their Divide by Zero. Alright, sure. So, not ideal, but... Ooh, Mon Capitan. Unfortunately, we don't have a land. So we want to leave Snakeskin Veil up. But Mon Capitan here is really good. So if I go Voice into Captain, yeah, we got to do that, I think. If they have a third Burn Down the House, then so be it, you know? But this is just too powerful to play. So play Voice. I'm going to make sure I don't order my triggers automatically because I want to make sure this orders correctly. It does not default to that. Be aware of that. Play Captain. Well, I guess it doesn't actually matter, but we hit the Innkeeper actually, so I can Innkeeper to leave up Snakeskin Veil. I like that. We're going to do that. Alright, and then we're going to say go with a pretty good crew in play. Don't burn down the house again, please. Oh, that's also terrible. Yeah, so I think this deck might be broken. Having played against both the blue-red and blue-white version of these decks with the Channelers and the 6-mana draw spell, because they perpetually reduce the cost, Leer also... reduces the cost, and Leer is just absolutely broken in these decks. So now they have this 3-mana burn down the house they can just cast. I guess that way we kill their Leer too, but Leer is just like a fundamentally broken card anyway. Alright, so untap and draw under Voice of the Blessed. We can't really get our creatures above burn down the house. Is it possible we can, like, force them to cast it and kill their own Leer? They can just unsummon the Leer, though. Yeah, you just can't ever beat this card. This card's just, like, ridiculously stupid. Yeah, whatever. I was gonna cast everything. Make him do it. I think we're just... I don't think we can actually win, so... So, yeah, initial impression of Alchemy is that, like, this deck is... These decks... Geist Channeler plus the 6-mana draw spell plus the Leer in any shell is just actually broken. But, again, the cool thing is, like, if this was standard or modern or whatever... We'd have to deal with it until it was so bad they banned it. But they've already said they're going to be very, very active with this format of making sure that they can just edit stuff. You know, like, they'll just change it. If it's too good, they'll just change it. So, that's pretty awesome. So, attack here. I mean, they have Divide, Fading Hope, Burn Down the House, Brutal Blast. We're just so dead next turn. It's not even funny. They have to untap and just, like, make 6 tokens. Do everything. Because Leer's just broken. Yeah, these decks seem ridiculous. Burn down the house, 5 damage, each creature in Planeswalker, and they're going to bounce their Leer. Yep, nothing we can do here, so we're just dead. That's the game. Snakeskin Veil is unfortunately a little bit short of save. If Veil could save one of my creatures here, they would just bounce it with the Divide by Zero anyway, so we're just dead. It's fine. Blue-red, all Wraths and removal spells is going to be pretty good against us. And again, I think the Leer cost reduction engine might actually be fundamentally broken. Play another Channeler, reduce the cost of their Divide by Zero, and then next turn's Leer with all the spells in their graveyard. Well, if there's a good draw, it gets back in the game. This might be it. So play the Captain. I guess we should divide it anyway. So I'm just gonna concede. We're dead. We're dead to Leer. So, yeah. So this deck is the early front runner for best deck in the format. Might actually just be broken. So, 0-1. All right, round 2. Scarecrow time. And again, a little bit of an awkward farmland hand here, but we're gonna keep. We're gonna keep. Turn 2 Thalia on the play. Still pretty good. The old 2-lander with a slow land. A little tough when you have 1-drops in your deck, but it's okay. It's okay. Obviously, if we were sure we were drawing a land, we would play the Pathway on white and just cast Minister, but I think we're okay just playing Thalia. Working our way from there. Sundown Pass. We draw another Minister. Alright. Sundown Pass, huh? Mountain. We draw a land, and it's not a land. Draw a card, it's not a land. That's not good. Here comes Thalia. We're going to Innkeeper and say go. Maybe get Effigy going. We're going to hold off on casting anything else. Let's see what's going on here. Some sort of red-white deck? Nothing doing. Nothing doing. Alright, we're going to attack. See what the deal is. Still nothing? Alright, should I cast Effigy? Not the easiest card to kill in a red for your removal's all red. And may help us find some lands on top. Alright, so we were the starting player of this game, so this will come in tapped, but at least it's a land. And they're going to Dragon's Fire, the Effigy, revealing Moonveil Regent. Alright, so they're a Boros Dragon deck. We're going to get crushed. Unfortunately. Oh no, they're missing... No, they had a tap land. Yeah, so we now miss 2 land drops against a deck full of large creatures. And they're going to play the Selfless Paladin and get a little adventuring on. We draw Crossroads. Yeah, I think we're in big trouble. Alright, let's play Veteran, Minister, tap land. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. White, Scry. Top card is Innkeeper. We're going to bottom that. I just want to draw lands, honestly. Lands or payoffs for gaining life. They got Moonveil. They have a lot of cards in their hand. Like Goldspan Dragon. Sure. We're obviously capable of racing. That was a good draw. That was a good draw. Alright, let's play Moon Dancer. Triggers. Please don't shock it. Response. Effigy goes to the bottom. Thalia goes to the bottom. Kind of just want lands here, honestly. Play Minister. Alright, we've succeeded in making a large Moon Dancer, which is definitely an important one. Top card is Veteran. I'm still going to bottom that. I just want to draw lands. Top card is land. Okay. And then we're going to Minister targeting Thalia. Grow Moon Dancer again. Attack for 3. And as far as racing goes, like, we're obviously a life gain deck. We race pretty well, so just gonna come down to, do they have a direct answer to my 7/7 or not? Are they playing any actual removal spells? Or is all the removal they have damage based? Cause this thing's gonna be real big next turn. Haha. And they're considering sending in the Paladin also. Nope. Alright. 21 to 12. And again, we are doing a lot next turn. Oh no. What are you doing? Ah, no. The grossest thing of all time. They have Valorous Stance in their deck. Alright. Back square one, I guess. Play Farmland, play Effigy. Top card's Hallowed Priest. I mean, that is good. Alright, so pump up the old Thalia. Send her in. Obviously, unfortunately, we can't cast the Priest off the top because we actually want to cast it off the top, so it's flying. Jesus. Alright. So, bajillion spot removal spells. Got it. Still 25 to 12. Super cool card here in Town Razor Tyrant. Sort of like a pseudo LD effect, but we're obviously fine at paying 2 life, so attack for a bunch. Make a treasure. They get to create a Goblin token. Pretty easy block here. If they have a burn spell to finish off my Scarecrow, then that'll suck, but whatever. More racing, can't afford taking any more damage. Another Moonveil. That's a lot of freaking dragons, folks. Hey, we got our wish. We got a Hallowed Priest up the top. Alright. So, let's start the train. Hallowed Priest. Top card is Skyclave. Can't cast that one. We're going to have some really large creatures here, honestly. We're going to play Hallowed Priest again. And we can't actually attack with anything, right? No, so we're just going to pump up the Goblin. So you're telling me there's a chance. We got a 7. There's no more Valorous Stances, please. We have a 7/7 flying Hallowed Priest bird. They have a 5th dragon. And now if they attack, things get sketchy because I want to try and play around a Dragon's Fire effect to keep my 7/7 alive. So next turn, we're obviously gaining more life. Big attack. An attack for 20. I mean, they're at 12. Put a counter on the Moon Veil. Well, that's 21, actually, so we have to block. So, put the Priest on the thingy, put this here. Now, if this dies, they'll be able to deal 1 damage to something. I might actually kill a Goldspan Dragon. And not let them kill one of my ministers. Yeah, let's try this. I mean, killing my Innkeeper. We're at 4. Alright, that's a lot of dragons. They're at 12? Are they dead? I think they're dead. I just Skyclave the Moon Veil. Attack with everything. They can't block the priest. They're just dead. Top card's Innkeeper. Now they're super dead. Triggers. Opponent's got 7 dragons in play, and it doesn't matter. Skyclave that. Whoa. 7 dragons in play. Not enough. How many dragons? Not enough dragons. Alright, that was dope. Alright, we're going to bring in... unfortunately, Brutal Cathar is like not that good against them. And neither is Skyclave. Bring the Valorous Stances for sure. I mean, cut the Thalias. They do have spells, but we're bringing in spells, so... Any thought to bring in Snakeskin Veil? Maybe. And the Skyclaves are really awkward, because they can hit the dragons, but if they die, they get 4/4s. It's not a battle I really want to fight. Might be more interested. I think Skyclave can hit the stupid 2-mana dragon. That cost reduces all their stuff. Any thoughts on Spellbinder? No, I don't think so. Brutal Cathar. Is Cathar better than Skyclave? I think it is. You bring take out the Skyclaves, bring in the 2 Brutal Cathars, 2 Snakeskin Veils, and maybe we shave like a Welcoming Vampire or something, some sort of like grindy element we probably don't need. Reidane, Spellbinder, Thalia. We're on the draw. Let's try this. Let's try this. Sick game. Sick game. Alright. Even through the Valorous Stance, I thought that Valorous Stance was going to be the death of us. Alright, so we're going to mulligan. Mulligan into a passable hand. Keep this and ship a Minister, I think? Could be Welcoming Vampire, but I think it's Minister. Alright, so play Minister. Drawing our 3rd land's kind of nice. There's their Fearsome Whelp, which reduces the cost of our dragons, which is really, really powerful. We draw Voice of the Blessed. That's also very powerful. Alright, play this on white. Get the voice going. Next turn's probably just Priest, gain a life, assuming that our things are still in play. Like, an Hover Dragon's already cost less, so they can play a 4-drop here. Just gonna kill my voice, sure. Alright, well now all the dragons are basically free. So that's kind of gross, but sure. We can play Priest here and play this tapped and just scry, because we're not gonna play Welcoming Vampire, so play Priest. Make it grow. Priest is obviously a little worse than Voice of the Blessed, but you know, redundancy and all. So we're gonna choose to scry, bottom of land, and say go. This is on red, I assume, yeah. And they can like double dragon this turn if they have a really good hand. So they drew the card for turn because obviously it wasn't in their hand. Tyrant is good, but like we can soak up the life pretty well. So, all right, so we're going to decline, take the 2. We draw an Effigy. That's fine. Play Mon Capitan here. We're gonna not order our abilities. And we're going to find a Brutal Cathar and an Innkeeper. Now, of course, the Brutal Cathar's issue is that, like, if I hit the dragon and they kill the Brutal Cathar, they get to target another land and just get it back anyway. If I play Innkeeper, though, it's probably, like, not really good enough, honestly. I think we just go for it. Hit the dragon. Get to get him for a bunch. You know, we're gaining life, they're not, so we'll see. Definitely a bit of a risky play here. Oh, there's another dragon. And that was also off the top, because it didn't cost less, so that's not too bad for us. Hit for 1, absolutely. We will take the damage and draw another land. So I think it's Effigy time and try and find a creature on top of our deck. That costs 1 or 2. We found one. Oh, the perfect one, too. And a Brutal Cathar on top. Holy moly. Alright, so put that here. Make the captain bigger. And keep the Brutal Cathar on top. So now the question is, am I willing to trade my Hallowed Priest for a Tyrant? I think I am. I think I am. I think. Yeah, I think I am. Our board's pretty good. We have multiple card draw engines in play right now, so. Okay. 12 to 17. Orb of Dragonkind. And a 2-mana Adult Gold Dragon. It's pretty good. They're trying to gain some life too, but I think we're in good shape here. We've got Brutal Cathar lined up. We have Vampire lined up. Funny, they probably should have activated the orb before resolving the Whelp ability because they would have cost reduced it, but gonna take 2. Top card's Valorous Stance. I mean, sure, a little awkward because obviously we would like to just draw that now, but Toughness 4 rare. I can't even kill the Adult Gold Dragon. That's hilarious. I might just cry to the bottom actually. Let's fire up the Brutal Cathar. So play Brutal Cathar. Yeah, they for sure should sacrifice this on their turn to reduce the cost. Hit this. And we're going to gain a life. Scry with our Moon Dancer. Question is, do we keep Stance on top? Stance kills all future dragons, obviously. Or you try and bottom it and hit a creature. I'm just going to keep it. I'm just going to keep it. Keep that. Tag with everything. Hello? Tag for 9. Worst case scenario here would be like a Wrath effect that would not only kill my entire board, but get back both of their dragons. You know, a little bit of a house of cards built here, but they get a Moon Veil, sure. Play land, play Moon Veil. Yeah, you're dead, whatever. Innkeeper, we're just off to the races now. Oh god, I can't wait to style. We're styling on our opponent. Oh, and the ministers say Valorous Stance is for days. Another vet. Alright, we'll leave that there. Might have been dead anyway, but we'll take it. Alright, sweet. So better game there. Better game. You can see the engine online, of course. They can deal 1 to something. We Space Jam and kill them. Flying Bird Moon Dancers. We'll take it. We'll take it. 1-1. 1-1 all day. All day. Round 3. Fight. All 3 die rolls. Must be nice. Again, a little awkward with the tap land, but we're going to keep. Yeah, we're going to keep. It's funny how this hand would be better on the draw with the Crossroads. Just going to play a Scryland, and we're going to play it on white. So I can have double white. Scry to find a 3rd land. That's not a 3rd land. Still have Priest Veteran. Ah, fellow Chucker, eh? Oh my god, we just bottomed that card. That's insane. Come on. Let's play a prank on me. Might not be in good shape here. Still looking for lands. Cleric of Life's Blood. So, similar idea. No blocks. We drew a land. Must be nice. Alright, so Welcoming Vampires here. And hopefully they don't kill it. And we can try to draw some cards next turn and grow some stuff. Their hand is a little more ideal than ours is. Heh. Alright. This thing only triggers once, though, so... So we're going to have a bit of a slugfest here, but unfortunately their hand's just like better than ours, which is going to be very important in a slugfest. We draw a land. So the question is, I want to cast Captain or I want to cast the Veteran? I want to cast Veteran first. And like Veteran, draw a card and play Wickerwing or whatever we draw. Get our Priest going. Another Captain. Alright, so we do get to pop off of the next turn, the next few turns. Top card's Minister. Can't attack for 2. I will attack in the air, though. Taking a lot of damage next turn, that's for sure. Vanishing versus the Welcoming Vampire, which honestly isn't even that integral to our plans. That's fine. No blocks. Take a bunch. Our top card is a Veteran. Alright, sweet. Now we're going to start popping off. So, Veteran off the top. Oh, yeah, let's go. Voice off the top. Minister off the top. I'm sorry, out of my hand. Alright, and now we're getting in for 7. We got that engine, though. We got that engine, though. The little Scarecrow that could. Their own Minister, sure. We have triple Captain, too. Yeah, I think we're in great shape here. So this is an attack for... Alright, so... I mean, they're just giving me their veterans. They want to flash them back as flyers. I think that's pretty good for us, honestly. And then I have to chump. We have, this is actually 6 and 6. This is 12 damage. I could go to 1 here if I wanted to and not get rid of my Minister. Interesting. Next turn we have 2 life gain effects. We have the Captain. I'm just going to block. I feel like we have so many resources. We'll just not go to a low life so we'll get punked out. So this is fun. So play their Phantoms. And next turn we have Captain. We just get to go off. We get a Skyclave. Top card's a land, sure. So Moncapitan it is. A little Bloodbraid Elf action. Oh, crap. Crap. I screwed it up. That sucks. All right, so I didn't order the triggers properly because it doesn't do it right. So I wanted to put the creature in and then gain the life, which does kind of suck, but whatever. So a little smaller than I would like it to be, but whatever. The 4th Captain's on top. It's like the nice smooth gameplay, you know? Pump. And now the voice has Vigilance, which is awesome. And I think the 11 out of 11 just stays on defense, honestly. Because this is going to grow. I probably have to chump this next turn. I think the Captain can just chump it. I just attack, I think, actually. Yeah, that's good. We're just playing Captains literally every turn for the rest of the game, so... I think the Firehouse does a thing every year where they Santa rides the fire truck and rides around town or whatever. I think we're just doing that. So we heard fire horns, and now we hear Karn getting really upset. Gain a few life, whatever. They draw land, they're dead. Blocks here are easy. I mean, this is a terrible attack. I'm not even trying. Take a bunch. No way to gain life. Yeah, they're dead. Alright, sweet. So, similar decks, but our deck has an engine and popped off. Sweet. We're going to bring in our full suite of Skyclaves and Brutal Cathars and friends. Thalias can go. Definitely, I think a couple Valorous Stances are good here as well. What do we not want? What do we not want? Stance only really kills like a big, Hallowed Priest effect, which is obviously a thing we'd like to kill. I kind of want the vampires. I kind of want all the captains, all the priests, the ministers. I think I just chipped. I don't even bother with Stance. The thing is that like the Skyclaves and the Brutal Cathars answer the big things really good anyway, so they're really well, I suppose. I do have a degree in English. I speak well. I speak good. I spec. Yeah. Hand's good. There we go. Perfect curve. Karn agrees. The hand is good. It's a bad dog life. Full card. Clever good life spawn. Sure. Innkeeper. Sure. So we have just got Skyclave the Cleric next turn. It's totally fine. Setting up for Captain. Guess I'll preemptively get my auto triggers fixed. Righteous Valkyrie. Do I hit the Valkyrie or the Cleric of Life's Blood with my Skyclave here? Interesting question. Hitting the Valkyrie allows me to attack. Good chance we hit another Skyclave effect off my Captain next turn as well. We have double Captain too. It's pretty freaking good. I think it's Valkyrie. Play land. So sure, they grass Skyclave, get back to 3-3, whatever. 3-3 to 3-3, you know? Don't really care about that too much. Another cleric, sure. Question being, do we captain or do we just... Yeah, I guess we just captain, right? We do have the ability to take down. But, yeah, let's play captain. We could, like, minister takedown this, but yeah, we're just gonna captain here. So fire up the captain. Mon Capitan. I want to find the creature first. And we get a Brutal Cathar and a Moon Dancer. So Moon Dancer is obviously really good. But the question is, do I want to get the Cathar going? Or do I want to just, just keep playing a fair game? We do have another captain in our hand, and we're ahead on cards. So I think that playing the fair game kind of makes more sense, in a way. Although this Dancer will be a 4/4. I can actually play the Minister, too. That'd be really, really big. Whew, tough choice here. Tough choice. If I play the Cathar and they just kill it, it does suck. Yeah, let's do this. So, gain some life. Voices on top? Absolutely. I would love to play a voice next turn. And then we're just going to 5 already? 6? Oh my god. So many counters. And yeah, we're gonna play the Minister too. Next turn can be voice plus takedown, which is really, really good as well. So top, top, top. All day long. Top, top, top. While I scribe that song. Thrall Grasp, sure. The problem is they're like 1-for-1ing, but they're not really like, yeah, like, I mean, that's just a terrible play. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, PETA, but you got to save your verses for the important cards, right? And like, that 3-3 has already done its job. Not very important. So this game is now firmly in hand. Play voice, triggers. Pump this up, triggers, attack. And we're going to take down the bigger cleric right now before they can play a spell. Yeah, not saving that verse is going to be extremely detrimental to them. Play a veteran, but now we're just like all in on his cleric with no cards in hand. We still have gas too. Yeah, so I think that was a little hasty on that vanishing verse. So they had their rule spells, but we had the engine. That's kind of the point of the deck. You know, the real point of this deck in a lot of ways is we saw in that game how our opponent had the synergy stuff. They made a few big creatures that kind of did their thing, and then they killed a creature or two and just ran out of gas, you know? And the whole thing that I'm trying to accomplish with this deck build of this Scarecrow Sisters deck is to mitigate that, is to have the ability to have the big powerful draws or make a huge 10-10 Moon Dancer, but also be able to win the game when your opponent plays a kill spell or two with the Effigies, with the Inquisitor Captains, the Welcoming Vampire. I'm sure they're also playing Captain, but 4 Captain, 4 Effigy, 2 Vampire. That's 10 cards in our deck. They can all accrue a very, very large amount of card advantage, which is pretty awesome. So I think it's like a super cool. Again, I'm a little worried about the blue matchup, you know, because the unsummons are so good against us. Of course, the Thalias are there for a reason, you know, the Spellbinders, Reidanes, stuff like that. But deck seems super cool. Again, really cool use of his really cool new card. Deck's really fun. Alchemy's been really, really fun. I encourage you to play it on Arena. I will say that the economy in Arena is heinous. It's disgusting. And it's disgusting that almost every card in this Alchemy set is a rare. So big poo-poo on Wizards for that. And I encourage you to give your feedback to them in a very kind way. Don't be a jerk. Don't be an edgelord. But you can just say to them, hey, you know, I think this set's really, really cool, but I'm not going to play it because it's too expensive. Reconsider, perhaps, things like that. You know, because the cards are really, really cool. And again, my full thoughts on that are in my article on CoolStuffInc.com last Friday. I encourage you to read it. The good, the bad, and the ugly of Alchemy. Because the cards are really, really fun. And I feel bad that players are not going to get to play with them that much because they're just so expensive. You know, and as a full-time content creator, I get to play with everything because it's my job. I business expense buying all the cards and everything. You know, it's what I do. You know, but for your average player, you don't get that luxury. So the cards are really fun, and it could be a really, really cool format as long as we can get the economy in order, which I hope they do. Thanks for watching. I'm Jim Davis. I'll see you next time. Again, follow the YouTube channel, of course, here at Cool Stuff. Follow my stuff as well, of course. And make sure you hop on over to CoolStuffInc.com. Use your my promo code Jim5, 5% off your holiday orders. Go get some presents for your friends. You get a free New Davis Goblin token. That's awesome as well. Promo code Jim5, 5% off your order, CoolStuffInc.com. And, of course, free content every weekday, no paywall. CoolStuffInc.com is the bomb. Thanks for watching. I'm Jim Davis, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, folks.